Hello, and welcome back to Recursed with Brian. Believe it or not, it's been like something like 3 weeks since I last played this game. I recorded a whole bunch of it ahead of time. And yeah, then stopped recording and recorded some other stuff and went away on vacation and blah 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 blah. And I still have some episodes ahead of time, but I'm ready to play again. And for better or for worse, I'm going to start by going to the Void, because the first time I looked at this, that episode has already aired, and I thought maybe none of these puzzles were solvable, but apparently they all are, according to comments. Clutch. And so, let's try to do it, and I just need to, remember, button. Right, there aren't many buttons in this game, so this shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, and so hopefully I'll make progress on at least one or two of these puzzles, but I imagine today might be like a shorter or slower episode as I try to get back into the swing of things. Right, I need to figure out a way to get that. And so let's see, from here, it doesn't seem like I can jump up there. I do need to get that, right? It seems like it, because if I was able to get that up there, I could probably reach that. And just because it's been a while, let's also listen to this again.
Feel something ahead, like a lot of power is gathered in one place.
Like a lot of power is gathered in one place. All right, fair enough. Is it the case that I could throw this from here to the spot on the left? I can. Okay, that may be interesting. Can I use that to my advantage somehow? And remind me, can I make this jump? Yes. What is this potentially doing for me? I really don't know. I suppose I could place that down here, but that's not really going to help me get from point A to point B. And I'm pretty sure I do need to get from point A to point B, and there are not a lot of elements in this room. Yeah, so let me just futz around with some things for a little bit. If while I'm holding a block my jump is lowered, does holding this block enable me to... I think I might be able to jump over there, actually. That might be the key. Unfortunately, I need to get this block back up there. Can I just throw it from here? No, I think I need to be standing over there. Hey, I made the jump. Okay. That was definitely complicated by the fact that I think I can just throw it over here now, and throw that over there now, and then I should be able to get these down. Complicated by the fact that I'd forgotten that my controller doesn't work perfectly, and sometimes pressing right doesn't actually go right, and I have to make a long jump to the right right there, and so, yeah, controller problems. Blame the controller, as usual. This is not good enough. I have access to both blocks now, but I still can't get up here. So the implication is I need to get the other block up here too? But how could I possibly do that? I can't throw it up here. What else could I be missing or not thinking of now? Yeah, it seems like I have to get... I can't throw this... Can't, go through the wall there. Can't throw... I can throw upwards. Is there a way to throw upwards usefully here? I don't think... I think you can only throw upwards and not, rightwards or anything. It's not, the case that you can, stand on the block while it's falling or something crazy like that, right? Because it seems like this puzzle is mostly pure platforming challenge, because there aren't really other elements to interact with. What am I not thinking of? So I managed to use a low jump to get over there to get to the extra block so that I could ferry a block up here. Tossing a block, up into the exit isn't going to do anything, right? Oh, that's kind of interesting, actually. Oh, here's an idea. If I place this over the edge and then throw this upwards, yes, it lands up there. Wow. Okay, well, I solved one of the puzzles in Void. I edited out a lot of time of me trying a number of different things, but okay. Neat. I solved a puzzle. Let's try to do them top to bottom, left to right, I suppose. So we have Trilemma. People were reminding me that I should keep in mind what the different puzzle names are, because it might be helpful.
This is it. The last chest. The last puzzle.
Oh.
It's actually 3 puzzles.
If this
What
is...
do you like best? Boxes, keys, or chests?
If this is the last puzzle, then I think the implication is that perhaps I should be going in clockwise order here, and so they're going to go around like that, and that's the last puzzle. So I'm going to come back to that because I think it'll be more difficult. And let's instead take a look at Sojourn. Oh man, so many elements I've not played with in a long time. And I watched a little bit of Alex playing this game, but once he caught up to what I had recorded, I had to stop watching so that I didn't get spoilers. So I haven't really watched this game in a few weeks either.
What's with that face on the wall? This place doesn't seem as well formed as previous ones.
So it seems to me...
This is the final area of this world.
Alright, seems to me that we'd encountered the face on the wall at some point before. Let's see, there's a coffee cup, and there's a key. And I can't lift the key out of here. So that's what's inside that room. And inside this room... Yeah, I remember looking at this a long time ago. Okay, inside this room we can also get a coffee cup, and that's where we need to bring the key. And we have a chance to go underwater, and I'm pretty sure those faces float when you go underwater. And so you could float up the faces in order to bring the key over there, but then it's blocked kind of thing. And then there's the coffee cup kind of place. And so I think I would need to get a coffee cup out of here and bring the key there. If I had the key here into the coffee cup, that would not help because I wouldn't be able to lift the key over. I'm going to grab a coffee cup anyway, because I can get as many coffee cups as I want out of there. And then remind me with the key... Oh, right, the key is persistent. So it'll stay in whatever room I get it in. And... Right. Persisting the key. Does it help at all? Let's see. I also have this coffee cup, which I could hop into and grab the key and come out of, I think, which might be useful. Can I jump up high enough? Now that I have this coffee cup, I can't jump up high enough to get into that other room. Right, so these 2 chests, I don't think I can bring one into the other unless it's out of water. But I think I can do this. I think I can drop that down there. I can take a dry copy of this room, effectively, in the form of a coffee cup. And so I wanted to bring this room into this room, I think. Is that what I wanted to do? Let's imagine that's what I wanted to do. And then from in here, I want to go fetch the key, except for I kind of wanted to throw this over this wall, but I don't think I can do that. But let's see if I can go fetch a key at least. I can go fetch a key, right, but then I still can't get back out because I still can't lift this high enough. So I need underwaterness, but if it's underwater, I wouldn't be able to get to the exit, right? Let's go ahead and restart. And let's just test some of our theories rather than going entirely based on memory. I guess I can't fall down through those platforms, and so I need to walk around to get there. I'm just going to leave that up there. We're just testing theories. So, yes, when this room is like this... Oh, I can't even get over to any of those things. Okay. Right, and so what about this one then, too? When this room is submerged, I can get a wet coffee cup version of this one, which I'd be able to swim over with the key. And then if I had a dry version of the other room to grab the key, but I can't get the key out. And is there anything else I could do? Being able to swim up here? Not really. Oh, but if I also had a dry copy of this room, then after swimming the key up to here, I could take the key into the dry copy, except for in order to take the key into... No, I wouldn't need to. I just need to exit out of this room. Suppose I made... Yeah, let's... Okay, suppose I made a coffee cup like this, and at some point brought a key in here, and then dropped the key right there. Now, the problem is I can't exit this room because I can't get back to the exit. I don't see any way to deal with that, but I could bring the dry copy of this room into this room and just go forward. So if I had a dry copy of this room... All right, let's try that. This is still not everything. But suppose I had a dry copy of this room and a wet copy of this room, and I have to get the key in there somehow too. But then I need to bring the dry copy into the wet copy. So imagine I got the key in first somehow. Then it doesn't help to have the key in here already, because this is also just the dry copy and I can't get it over there. And anytime I go in, well, anytime I go in, I would come back out over here. Yeah. So then I'd be able to go over there. Yeah. So I think that actually could help. So the idea is we are going to have a dry copy of this room that we can bring in later. We're going to use the wet copy of this room. I'm probably still forgetting something, but we'll worry about those things later. And then how am I going to get the key out of this is the thing that I also have not worked out. Because I can't carry it out here, and I can't seem to throw it anywhere useful to get it out there. What if... what if what? Yeah, this seems like a much simpler puzzle in theory. Oh, I could bring the other room into here. That's what I can do. Yeah. Right. So... But I can only bring one of those rooms in, and I need to bring the wet version in, I think. Except for I needed to bring it into the dry copy. Crap. I brought it into the wet copy, which means I won't be able to get to the key. But if I had, then I would have been able to go and pick up the key and then bring it into this chest. And this is wet, but that's fine. But I could at least drop off the key in here and then go to the dry copy and do something. And the key is a persistent object, and so it would be here doing something useful maybe. So that's like the idea. The problem is I don't think I can get the dry chest into the other dry chest, but I can probably use a coffee cup instead. So I need a dry coffee cup of this room. Yes, I need a dry coffee cup of this room. I will be fetching a key out of here at some point in the future. But that's dry. Then I need a dry copy of this room, and then we'll throw it down to get the wet copy of this room. So this part doesn't change. And now I think I can bring this into the dry copy and stuff the key in here. Right here, I believe. Yeah, I'm not trying to exit. I'm just trying to set this down. And then... Oh, the only way I can exit is via a coffee cup. Well, that's fine. The key is now in there. And I don't think I actually need that coffee cup. I'm probably still forgetting something, but let's go ahead and exit back out. And so, now if I go into this coffee cup, I'll be in a dry copy of the room, and the key will be here. That's what I wanted. Right, and the problem is I needed the wet copy of the room in order to lift the key. So I still needed a wet copy as well. Okay, I think I know all of the steps. So, I need a dry copy of this room to get the key. It gets over there. I need a dry copy of this room for the end of the puzzle. Then I'm going to need a wet copy of this room, which I can still get for lifting the key. And then I need to go get the key into the dry copy of this room and do the same thing I did before. I think this might work. Oh man, it's definitely like already hurting my brain though. Okay, can just leave that on the floor, come out of here. So I'm in the same place I was before. This is the wet copy, that's the dry copy. I need to go into the wet copy first so that I can simply lift the key from here to here. Oh, but I needed to bring the dry copy in because now I can't get to the dry copy. But otherwise, all of that was right. So I'm pretty sure I can do it. Yeah, I do believe that's all the correct steps. So, dry copy that room. Dry copy of this room. Wet copy of this room. This is really, well, as usual, like struggling just to like keep all of these bits of information in my head at once. So I probably won't say a whole lot as I just try to execute all of these steps once more. That can be thrown on the ground. I don't need it. We just went in there to get the persistent key in there, and now I need to bring the dry copy into the wet copy. This is the key step. Well, they're all kind of key steps. But now I can move the key over here. Actually, I could just carry the key in, right? No, I need to move the key here. This is extremely important. And then hop into this copy, because I wouldn't be able to jump up with the key, but I can walk over with the key and get to the exit. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Oh, man. I have no idea how much I've recorded, so let me go check on how long of a recording that has been so far. We got 2. That's actually, I think, really good progress for today, since I am coming back in cold to this game. It does appear that I have time to try another puzzle, so let's take a look at Payload. We've got 2 rocks and a key. And a chest. Oh, I kind of remember this, with 2 coffee cups. What are those things up on the ceiling? It's like 3 slashes and then 2 Roman numeral 3s and 2 Roman numeral 2s or something. All right, so we got a couple of coffee cups there, and then I couldn't carry any of these objects downwards. And over here, I have the exit that has a key guarding a couple of fissures to create jars. Oh boy, and looks like I would need both rocks in here to be able to jump up there. And then I think that's it. So it seems like if I could get both rocks into that chest, that would be enough. And so let's try to verify that hypothesis by simply carrying 1 rock into the chest. And yeah, I do think 1 more would be enough. And then once I'm up there, I think I could jump. So I think that is all true. So let's see. Here's another thing I just need to be reminded of. We have a couple of possible jars we can create. If I were to drop that, yes, it just falls off the world. So I don't think there's any way. Yeah, this immediately makes things difficult because I don't think there's any way. I can only bring a single object into that bottom chest. I see. And so the key is going to be to somehow box up all the items that I need into a single object that will almost certainly be a jar that I can carry down into that other chest, I believe. So, well, the obvious way, let's start with kind of like the most obvious thing first, is let's go ahead and make a jar with 1 of the rocks. I kind of see where this is going to fail, but let's do it anyway. And then let's bring the other rock in. Okay, so now I've got a coffee cup with 2 rocks, which seems pretty good. The problem, of course, is that coming out of it, I can only carry 1 of the 2 rocks out, and the other one is simply going to be destroyed as the coffee cup breaks. So that doesn't work. So I need a different way to kind of effectively bring multiple objects down there. And if I bring a coffee cup down there, I can hop into the coffee cup and only bring 1 object back out. So let's take a little bit closer look at this, because obviously there's something that we haven't used, which is the key, in order to get over here. And so if I somehow had a key and a rock, I'd only have the one rock, right? Let's at least just kind of experiment with something along these lines. So if I stuff a rock in this jar, and then let's just try a rock and a key for right now, because I don't see how to get a third object in just yet, although there might be a way to do so. Okay, so this time I have kind of a rock and a key, but again, it's really only one of those objects because I can only carry one out. Right, that's still a big problem. I need a jar that I can carry out that has multiple objects. Yes, and I might be able to do that actually. But then we could get over here and we could get more jars, which, yeah, probably is going to do something, but let's not even think through that part yet. Let's see if I can get a jar containing 2 rocks. Yeah, so let's get a jar containing 2 rocks. So there's a jar containing 1 rock. Seems like the second rock isn't going to help me because I won't be able to carry it out. But I'm going to do it anyway. Jar containing 2 rocks. And now I'm going to go back into the chest and put the jar in the chest. And then also put the key in the chest. Yeah, in the... Yeah, I'm kind of getting closer. I need the coffee cup to be on top, and that's the object I'm going to bring out that has everything kind of in it. Oh, and this kind of has everything in it. What if I do this one more time? This is, my brain's hurting a little bit here. But if I do this, it still doesn't help me because I have to break things as I go back out. But this is at least giving me ideas. There's still a fissure there. Does that help somehow? I don't know that it does. Let me carry this out. This just brings me back to the same state I was in before. Like, now I have a key and another coffee cup, and I can either take the key out or I can take the coffee cup out. I want to try to take all these things out. So is there a good way to do the nesting, basically? And I would need the key to be the first thing out. Does that mean it needs to be the first thing in? I'm pretty sure no. I think the key has to be on top. I feel like it's a stack versus a queue kind of thing. So let's put 1 rock into a coffee cup. And then... can only ever take 1 object out. Yeah, anytime I exit a coffee cup with a key, I couldn't possibly have anything else. Oh, but if I had... let's just do this again. If I had the key, I'm still not sure how to get the key and something else. If I had the key, I could make coffee cups of this and then bring one of these coffee cups into one of those coffee cups up there in order to kind of invert the control flow, as it were. But the problem is the way I just brought the key down is the only way I know to get the key down. I need to get the key and other stuff down still. Okay, well, if I carry it into... oh, my brain. I need to have the key like at the top level to unlock the ability to even get the jars on the bottom. And... I could bring that chest into a jar. Here we go, here we go, here we go. This is not going to be everything, but it will be something. So what if I do... should I go all out? Let's just do a key and a rock for right now. This won't be everything, but it'll be something. So, I have a jar. I'm going to bring the jar down here, and then I'm going to bring this chest into the jar. And now I have access to both of these items. Kind of at this level. I can go down and hop in and hop out. Yeah, because if I go down and hop in, I can unlock this and bring this back out, and then that's a way to bring that out. And if that had been a coffee cup containing 2 rocks rather than 1, then I could probably do this. Yeah, I think I almost see the way to do it. Okay, so I need this coffee cup. And then I think... Do I need the chest? I feel like almost the chest wants to be inside the coffee cup or something. That's not quite right. I'm going to try it anyway. What if I bring the chest in here? Oh, then I won't be able to box up anything else, will I? Yeah, that's not going to work. Hold on. Oh, and I just broke the coffee cup. All right, let's try that again. This is still not going to be right, but let's just try to box everything up. So there's a coffee cup with 1 of them. Here's a coffee cup with 1 of them. And the key. And so 1 of them and the key is over here, and then there's also a rock. I think that's in kind of the wrong order. Yeah, the problem is that's in the wrong order. Okay, let me try that again. So I want both rocks. I think like this. Okay, so 2 rocks are stored in this coffee cup. And now a key and a jar with 2 rocks are inside here. And so if I bring this into here, there's a key right here. And so I can use that key to hop in here and get a jar. Which I guess I should bring into here. And then bring a rock into here and hop back out to bring another rock into here. I think this might do it. I think this might do it. Oh, oops. Yeah, there we go. Yes! I'm a genius. I solved 3 puzzles when I tried 3 puzzles on my first day back. Okay, I feel great. Let's just call it there. I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Recursed. I'm really enjoying this game. It's been a very good game. Bye-bye for today.